I talk to a lot of YouTubers, and I oftentimes ask some of the biggest advice they can share for helping other YouTubers get started. The biggest advice that I get is you just need to get started, to keep going. You can't just create a couple of videos, post it, and then next time you check YouTube videos, you have a flourishing YouTube channel. And in order to do that, you have to overcome the barriers that come with that. Oftentimes, a good way to overcome those barriers is to figure out your why. If you have a powerful enough why, then you can overcome the barriers to get started, and you'd have the motivation to keep going. And that's what this channel is about, is why influence. Why should you be sharing? This channel is sponsored by TubeBuddy. If you create YouTube videos and you do not have TubeBuddy, there's a link in the description to download it and get a free 30-day trial on the premium plan, so you can get all the extra perks, and then it bumps you down to the free plan, and has a ton of value. I've been using it for years, and I think most YouTubers have it installed. So if you don't have it already installed, use the link in the description. You get 30 days free, and they're sponsoring this video. So thanks, TubeBuddy. So today I'm going to be pulling a clip from an interview with Shaun. Shaun has two YouTube channels, one in the maker space and one in the real estate space, and he manages them completely different. They're completely different audiences, and he's going to tell us some of his biggest advice for starting a new YouTube channel here today. He is a full-time influencer, and he's going to share with us some of his biggest advice for being a YouTuber today. But do you have any last words of wisdom, knowing that a lot of the listeners here are going to be people that are either struggling to get started, or maybe they are started and they're trying to level up. So do you have any last words for them?
I think it just goes back to, you just got to post. You just got to get going on it. And I would say some of my key points that I follow every single week for my stuff is you got to keep posting. So you got to start posting. Then you got to keep posting. I do mine every Friday, every single week, and I don't miss one. So those are two there. And then I have, in all of my videos, I think some of the biggest things I see in most YouTubers, a lot of the people in our 40 to 50 group, our makers group, when we watch their videos, they have maybe a minute or two of stuff that isn't relevant to the video. And so a huge takeaway is, don't spend a lot of time with your introduction, right? Make it catchy, make it snappy, get to the point. And then just networking. So I think following those key rules there is what's led to my success and what I keep getting better and better at.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely apparent that's contributed heavily to your success. You got to get started. You can't get anywhere if you're not starting, and then you got to stay consistent. So to do that, you need probably a powerful enough why, so that you're not going to be like, oh, well, I can blow this off. Like, you're doing it for your own reason. Like for you were documenting your process so you could look back at it. So you had your reasons to keep going in the early days, where it wasn't driven by the income, because you didn't even see the possibility for that. And then the networking, because that was the only way to grow your channel, because you weren't going to network with your own network, type of thing.
Yeah, that's actually huge. So I didn't even mention that, and you just did right now. Having a big why, like why are you doing this, will really help drive you. So if someone has a business, I know a lot of people in the group they have businesses and they're just trying to find another aspect to market it or find customers. Like, that's your why, and really dive deep into how that's going to work for you, for sure. And yeah, me having a way to document my journey, that was my entire why in the beginning. And then now it's a little bit of that, and then a lot of monetary incentives there. So yeah, that's a good one, actually.
Nice. That's awesome. All right, this show is called Why Influence for a reason. Why influence? Why share? So Shaun told us how having a powerful enough why is really important, and his why has changed. Starting out, he wanted to document his process, and he was very motivated to keep sharing and keep creating content, because he could look back at the projects he was doing. And now that he found that he's able to make a sustainable income, he's doing this full time now, his why has sort of evolved, like, okay, let me do it this way instead. So the why can either stay the same or it can evolve over time, and it changes based on the person I talk to. If you're looking to grow your voice and your influence, then I strongly suggest trying out the Influencer Meetup. We have weekly events, and the link is in the description. Shaun actually guest spoke there, where he shared his screen, and we deep dove into some of his behind-the-scenes strategies on how he's been growing his channel. We have guest speakers pretty much every week there, and we do networking, we do breakout sessions, so you can meet other creators and do collaborations. So if you're interested in joining the community, then there's a link in the description below. So why are you sharing on YouTube? Let us know in the comments below why you started sharing on YouTube, or why you're still sharing on YouTube, or if you don't already have a YouTube channel, why you're considering starting on YouTube. Let us know in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks.